Okay, I'm gonna try to make this quick. I just took my first surprise destination trip with Journee. Journee. Journee handled everything. Booked my flight, booked my hotel, booked my excursions. All of that was included in the price that I paid up front. So once I got to my surprise destination, which was Portugal, I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. I wanted to buy little things here and there and eat and do things. My food was not included. As far as living and excursions, all that was planned out. Let's start from the top. Journee allows you to create a profile. When you create the profile, it asks you things you like, things you don't like, places you would not like to go. What do you want to get out of this trip? Do you want emotional healing, adventure, party? I chose emotional healing. How long you want to be gone for, right? International, it's domestic. You get up to 21 days before you depart to pay it off. So you can pay it like a layaway plan. In the meantime, in between time, they are sending you clues. And with those clues, they pique your interest and pique your excitement. They say things like the dessert of the city or when it was founded and all this stuff. Now, Google is not your friend in this instance, because if you Google those clues, it's gonna tell you exactly where you're going. And that defeats the whole purpose of it being a surprise. I didn't Google anything. I didn't tell friends who would Google, but I told them, if you're gonna Google this, don't say nothing else to me about this trip. I'll give you the clues, but don't say nothing else to me about the trip. And I got some good friends, because they held their end of the bargain. Portugal, I wouldn't choose this for me, but okay, I'm along for the journey. Get to the airport, they've already checked me in on my flight. Once I open everything up, everything is laid out for me. They tell me in the hotel, there's a book with a list of restaurants and sites to see, places to visit. There's even a language section that tells you helpful phrases. Like I learned that you're welcome is obrigado. I love saying obrigado. I'm gonna stand over here. There is a list of like greetings, how to say this bill is wrong, and you can translate it, and there's a pronunciation. Wonderful information about the place that you're going to visit. From the time I got there to the time I left, it was action packed. Some excursions require an entry fee to a castle or an entry fee into a beach. Well, when I got there, Journee had already handled that. Matthew didn't need any other money to come out of his pocket. Now, the other people who had booked the tour on their own, they had to pay. They were like, how did you pay in advance? What did you do? I said, oh, I booked with Journee. They handled everything. Journee is kind of like your personal assistant travel agent. There was a moment, it rained every day while I was there, excursion that I went on, and it was near the beach. And the next day, I had an excursion on a boat, like on a party boat, and I love doing those things. Journee messaged me and said, hey, can you give us a message whenever you have a moment? So I'm like, oh shoot, they about to send me home. What have I done? So I was like, yeah, what's up? And they said, hey, we have canceled your excursion for tomorrow. You're supposed to be on the water, and the water is very rough. I know they're not lying, because I'm sitting here at the beach. I mean, you know, on the coast of the beach in a van, I'm looking at the water, and I'm like, oh, this water, like these waves are rushing. The water was very, very high. It was very, very dangerous. And for somebody who can't drink an ocean, I didn't need to be out there. I said, oh yes, I'm passing by the water now and I see it. They said, don't worry about anything. We've already canceled it and your refund is on the way. You mean I ain't gotta try to find no receipt? I ain't gotta try to call these people? I ain't gotta try to figure out who I get the refund from? They said, no, your refund is already sent. The card that you paid with, the money is already headed that way. It's already en route. And I said, thank you for being a friend. I have taken the liberty of canceling things and handling things. I don't have to do no heavy lifting while I'm on this trip. Thank you. The hotel that they chose was right in the middle of everything. When you are booking with Journee, you have the option to do the basic package. You have the option to do the luxury package. I did the basic package because my money is very basic right now, but it's about to get luxurious. I am very finicky about the places that I live. Some people can sleep anywhere. I am actually jealous of that trait. I don't have that trait. It has to be top notch for me to really get comfortable. Now, the hotel that they had me in originally is a 3.5-star hotel. Nothing wrong with the hotel. The hotel was great. The hotel was clean. It was a little small for me, but it had like a kitchen, balcony, king size bed. It was a little older, also a little dark, and I think that that's what played the tricks on my brain. I ended up checking into another hotel that a friend told me about. It was more open, more light, more luxurious. It was a palace. It was actually a palace. I messaged Journee and said, hey, I just want to let you know I checked into another hotel. And they said, awesome. It's your vacation. You know what? Every interaction I've had with Journee, it lets me know that they like their job over there. They like what they do. They enjoy what they do, and they want you to enjoy yourself on their vacation. They don't want you worried about anything. So if you want to book another hotel, baby, book your hotel. Do what you got to do. As long as you're enjoying the destination that we sent you and you are safe, that's all we care about. So I enjoyed this hotel a little bit more, but I will say, people who come to hotels in New York, I know that the rooms are not designed for you to sit in the room all day. The rooms are designed for you to come in and sleep and get out. And I just feel like sometimes on vacation, I want to lay up and lay in. That I need a day where I could just do that, do nothing, roll around in the bed. And I didn't feel that vibe in the first hotel. Now, did I feel like a raccoon was gonna jump out on me? No, it didn't feel like that at all. It just wasn't my vibe. I don't know how to stress that enough, but it depends on what you prefer. I should have done the luxury package, and I know that now. I learned a lot about Portugal. I learned a lot about Lisbon. I learned about the earthquake. I learned a lot about the olive trees. I learned a lot about the people. I did a lot of walking, uphill walking. My thighs are still burning this very moment, but it was all worth it. Journee took very great care of me. They booked me on TAP Air Portugal. I thought it was gonna be like a little Spirit flight. It was not that. It was actually a very nice airline, and I had my window seat. I like to fly by the window because I want to lay my head. I want to put my little hat on, lay my head over here, and be asleep. I don't want to get up every time somebody gotta go to the bathroom. Don't tap me on my shoulder and say, hey, don't tap me. Y'all do that. I'm not going to the bathroom. I don't care if it's a 9-hour flight, 12-hour flight, 15-hour flight. I don't like tight, small spaces, so I'm not going to that bathroom. I will hold it, and I'm probably not going to drink or eat that much, so I don't have to go to the bathroom. All in all, for Journee, I must say, I would absolutely do it again. I am so excited about where I'm going to go next. I'm definitely going to do the luxury package. I'm definitely going to incorporate some party. I'm definitely going to be more specific. I think the more specific that you are on your profile, they're able to pair you even better. But Lisbon was a great first match. It was a great match. I specified that I want to go places where Black people are welcome, and I felt welcome. Also, there was a moment where in the United States, everything was shut down. The people weren't going to work at the airport. The government was shut down. Journee messaged me and said that they were monitoring that and they would not send me out if it wasn't safe. If things weren't opened up and there was a question of whether I was going to be able to get back in the country, they would not send me out. And you know what that said to me? That instance, and also the instance of the refund, that said to me that there's somebody who cares. It's somebody out there looking out for me and really want the best. They really want me to enjoy my vacation and be safe. That's what they wanted. And I achieved it. I think it is worth it to book you a trip with Journee, because they over there tripping.